Praise the Lord. I hope you find this day wonderful in your life. It's incredible to me. I'm telling you, I love what the Father is doing right now. I love what we're seeing happen. I pray to God that you really sense the love that is coming forth from the Father in this hour, in this time, in this session. Now, part of it, comes from me. Listen, I was dead 1.5 years ago, and now I'm alive. I mean, you come to the end of life, and then you get another shot at it. Man, it's amazing. It is amazing. I see things today that I've never seen before in my life. I mean, I thought it was great when I first met the Lord, and it was incredible. But I'm telling you today that the challenges in life are real. What's going on is real. I mean, there's some bad things going on, but in every bad situation, you got to realize the God that loves you and created you is right there in your midst, if you let him be. Let's go on. I had taught a little bit about integrity on Psalm 15. Let's look back at Psalm 15. I want to share something about righteousness. It goes on here, and it says, he walks with integrity and works righteousness. The word righteousness is just not right standing with God, a right position with God, or a right position in God. It is more a right alignment. So he works a right alignment in people. When you think about it, you look at alignment. You can have a foundation off a 16th of an inch, 32nd of an inch. And by the time you put 100 feet on there and you're out this much by the end of it, it can get very, very difficult to put anything on it if you have a line that you have to draw to. So it's hard when you get out of alignment how to get back in alignment, because you'll go from here to there and you'll shift back and shift over. So what's very, very important for us to have proper alignment so that our heart and the heart of the Father are lined up together. Now, I've busted my hands a bunch of times, and my hands don't line up. One finger's crooked and whatever. But I want you to realize that works of righteousness, it works in us to bring alignment, proper alignment with God. And when that happens, look at the next part of that, and it says, and speaks truth in his heart. What causes you and I to speak truth in our heart? Now, what does that basically mean? How do we apply that? Well, I say the truth. I speak the truth. To have truth in your heart is that you line up not with your head, but with your heart. You line up yourself. You get lined up in the righteousness of God, the right positioning with God. And when you get there, all of a sudden, your heart begins to speak the truth. In other words, what is in you? Remember, it's not what goes into you that defiles you, but what comes out. We think it's all the time about what we say. Listen, I'm not getting into cussing and fussing and whatever. I'm talking about your heart. The whole thing in my life today is about carrying the heart of the Father to love people. Let them see that love. Let them experience that love. Not at their expense, but at mine. Well, how do you do that? Well, number one, you got to learn how to speak truth in your heart. You got to learn how to not walk in some fantasy land. You got to learn that every day of your life, God gives you the opportunity to walk truth in your heart. He gives you the opportunity to have proper alignment. This walk isn't, okay, man, I got saved, and that's it. I'm not going to hell. If you or anybody created of God as a human being goes to hell, is because you chose not to walk with God. I want you to understand, Jesus is the only door. He is the way, the truth, and the life unto the Father. No man come to the Father except through the Son. That's it. But realize this, there is no other way than Jesus. And if you really grasp a hold of the love of the Father that was lived through Jesus, then you're going to realize that we have to speak truth in our heart. We have to have proper alignment, and what we speak out of our mouth comes out of our heart. It's out of the abundance of the heart the man speaks. So what we have to do is let our life, and number one, you got to have your mind changed, and I'll talk about that at a later time, but I really want you to have it in your heart that you want to have proper alignment, and You want to be able to speak truth in your heart so that what you say is what you are. Because people are looking, man. They're looking every day for somebody that will speak truth in their own heart. They won't tell you something that isn't true. I love you today, and I mean that. I thank God for you guys praying for me, and Minnie and I just are excited about you. I'm going to try to be able to move the camera here and get Minnie and I to sit down and talk to you. So that'll be fun. Here, we're going to do that in a little bit. God bless you. You have a great day. Enjoy your journey. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.